Votre Altesse Sérénissime, Votre Excellence, Monsieur le Président du Libéria, Excellences, Messieurs les ministres, Mesdames, Messieurs les représentants des institutions monégasques, Monsieur le Président du jury, cher Ray, chers champions de la paix, j'en vois beaucoup, chers amis, bienvenue à l'occasion des Awards Peace and Sport 2022. Je suis Marc Maury, je serai l'un de vos hôtes ce soir. Ma co-hôtesse avec moi, c'est un bonheur. Anne-Laure Bonnet.
Good evening, Monseigneur.
It was open. Just technically, we're live.
We're live.
It's open.
It's working. Monseigneur, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, Excellencies, dear ministers, ladies and gentlemen representing the Monegasque institution, Mr. President of the awards jury, dear champions for peace, dear friends, welcome. I'm Anne-Laure Bonnet, as Marc just mentioned, and it's a great honor for me to be sharing this evening with you. A warm welcome to all of you here at the Firmament, a warm welcome to all of you following us on Monaco Info and on the website from all over the world. I'm pretty sure people are following us from the other part of the world.
Il y aura des traductions qui seront faites en anglais ou en français, donc vous pourrez suivre bien entendu tout au long de cette soirée. Sans plus attendre, 15 ans, c'est un anniversaire extraordinaire, c'est une adolescence qui est en train de grandir. Peace and Sport est fantastique, grâce à une belle vision il y a 15 ans de cela. Je vous propose de regarder tout ça en images.
Today, we wish to highlight that peace can be taught, learned, and shared. We want to share that sport is a powerful tool to achieve it. We wish to acknowledge all the initiatives that allow to go beyond speeches of hatred and division. All the impactful projects implemented across the world in areas of conflict, disaster, or great poverty. In a context disrupted by the resurgence of international conflicts, let's recall the contribution of sport in conflict prevention and its resolution. Let's recall its unifying values, its vibrant community, its tangible impact on the field. Over the years, the Peace Through Sport movement has grown. We feel lucky to be supported by more than 100 committed champions for peace. Including young champions willing to help build a sustainable future. We are proud to count on the unveiling support of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, and to bring the universality of sport and the neutrality of Monaco on the international stage. Peace through sport is not only a belief, it has proven its effectiveness on the field. Today, we know that sport can bring solutions. We know that sport can be an answer for peace. Together, we will keep building more peaceful and inclusive societies. Thank you for being part of what matters.
15 ans.
Well, it has been an incredible journey. A bumpy one, but a beautiful one. And nothing would have been possible without a man who had a vision. Rien de tout cela n'aurait été possible sans un homme qui a eu une vision il y a 15 ans. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joël Bouzou, President and Founder of Peace and Sport.
Monseigneur, Son Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République du Libéria, Excellences, Messieurs les ministres, Mesdames et Messieurs les représentants des institutions monégasques, Monsieur le Président du jury des Awards, cher Rai, chers champions de la paix, chers amis. 15 years ago, we were here at the start of the great adventure, the launch of the first Peace and Sport International Forum. We knew it would be full of surprise and emotion, but we did not imagine that it would be so rich in content. We had our goal in mind, but we were not aware of the magnitude of the task. For many people in 2007, the Peace Through Sport approach was utopia. What was the point of investing in peace? In Europe, peace seemed definitive, a fait accompli. But we can now see how wrong this view was. Living in peace is neither a state of fact nor a state of law. Peace is not the absence of war. Peace is taught, learned, and transmitted. It is an ongoing process that can be challenged at any time. Faced with the resurgence of geopolitical tensions, the need for peace has never been more vital. A culture of peace, based on a set of values, behaviors, and lifestyle that avoid violence and prevent conflict, has never been more necessary. Because it obliges us to respect common rules, to speak a common language, to accept others in their differences. Sport can be a fantastic key factor in building a culture of peace. Thank you, Monseigneur, for having believed from this very first moment in this cause. I know how convinced you are that sports neutrality, equity, and universality are important assets for sustainable peace. I can't forget that in the spring of 2007, you yourself presented the Peace and Sport Initiative at an IOC and International Federations meeting in Beijing. Today, no one doubts that sport is a great tool for peace. This recognition has become increasingly important, and we have raised awareness about this step by step. First of all, we needed the recognition of major players in peace and in sports. This is now the case, both with actors of peace, the United Nations, UNESCO, the Council of Europe, and with world sport governing bodies, the IOC, more than 50 international federations. We also needed the involvement of the champions for peace, high-level champions who work with us on a voluntary basis and who have become a pillar of our organization. Since launching the Champions for Peace Club in 2009, we are proud now to count more than 120 of them from 49 countries. We also needed to have local actors. We developed the Peacemakers Project. For them, using a bottom-up approach with different grassroots organizations which constitute the very core of our action. Since May 2021, thousands of children and hundreds of educators on 3 continents have benefited from this program. It is now a tradition that on each April 6th, this Peace Through Sport community gathers around the white card. This one. This year, this initiative reached 171 million people. At the time of this World Cup, let me have a word about the world's most popular sport, football. And let me remind you the words of Literature Nobel Prize French author Albert Camus, who said, and I quote, "The little life values that I have really learned, I learned them on the football pitch and on the theater stages, both of which remain my true universities." End of quote. Here, we believe in football as a tool for transmitting values. The great footballers among our champions for peace prove this. Marco Simone, Sabri Lamouchi, Christian Carambeu, Blaise Matuidi, Melissa Plaza, Eliakim Mangala, Ronny Talgier, and Lionel Messi. To better illustrate this, in partnership with France Football, the group L'Équipe, and the family of the legendary player Socrates, we created the Socrates Prize, which rewards a football player who has expressed a concrete engagement for the good of society. This trophy is awarded during the prestigious annual ceremony of the Ballon d'Or. This is a good opportunity for me to salute Sadio Mane, who was awarded the first Socrates Prize a few weeks ago by Rai. And Rai is a football legend. He's with us today as president of the jury of the Peace and Sport Awards, and we are very proud of it. I would like also to pay tribute to Didier Drogba, the vice president of Peace and Sport, for his great work with us. The appeal for peace that he and his teammates of the Côte d'Ivoire football team made from their changing room in 2005 to stop the civil war in Côte d'Ivoire continues to resonate in us and inspires new generations. Finally, I am very pleased to welcome a man who perfectly symbolizes peace and sports approach. His Excellency George Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia. He was the first African winner of the Ballon d'Or. Over the past 2 decades, George Weah has distinguished himself in the field of disarmament and reintegration of ex-combatants, demonstrating that sport is a tool for peace is great, but it's not enough. We must dedicate ourselves to teaching, educating, evaluating, and financing peace. In a word, we must become more professional. We need to support the program managers on the field. They can spread the culture of peace through sport within the communities. They are the real peacemakers. This work already gives good results. For example, in Colombia, where this methodology, used by new professional peace educators from COP Colombia, opens a future to children harmed by former conflict. At the same time, it's only with the measurement of impact that we will convince governments that peace through sport should not be seen as an expense, but as an investment for the stability of society. The promising results of the research carried out in Togo on Terra Mêlée Alafia program, in partnership with the University of Paris-Nanterre, confirmed that we are on the good track. But the mobilization of all these stakeholders would not be enough without the involvement of younger generations. They are an essential element in building a sustainable future, and they will take on the relay for this culture of peace through sport. A new step in the development of our organization was the creation of a Junior Champions for Peace club a few months ago. It is up to us to help them continue the legacy and give them the means to do so. Peace is our goal and sport is our tool. Thank you.
Merci, merci Joël. Merci, Président. Joël mentioned it, he talked about the Trophée Socrates. It was given at Ballon d'Or ceremony. On va en parler du Trophée Socrates et c'est très important que tout le monde sache qui était Socrates. Socrates, son nom, Socrates Brasileiro Sampaio de Souza Vieira de Oliveira, le frère de Rai, joueur élégant, docteur, c'était un humaniste, mais je sais que tu veux en dire beaucoup plus, Anne-Laure.
Yeah, obviously I wanted to say that in Portuguese because it's the language which was spoken by Socrates, but for those of you, I'm going to speak in English, don't worry. For those of you who are not familiar with football or maybe with the story of Brazil, I will remind you a few things about Socrates. He was a very special football player. He was not only a football player, as you mentioned, Marc, he was a doctor, But he found it alongside other of his teammates in 1980s in Brazil during the dictatorship. He founded the Corinthians, the democracy of Corinthians, Democracia Corintiana. It was a new way of managing a club. He was in love with democracy, and he decided to manage the club, giving the opportunity to everyone in the club to vote for important and little decisions. It was a very special moment, and to that day, it's the only element of democracy that was alive in that moment in Brazil, and he helped change the story of the country.
60 caps in the Brazilian team, but again, I would like you to watch this video. Look at it.
Ce prix, c'est l'occasion d'honorer l'engagement des footballeuses et des footballeurs pour notre monde et pour notre planète.
Je nourris fermement l'espoir que ce prix inspire de plus en plus de joueuses, de joueurs et plus généralement d'acteurs du football et du sport à s'impliquer à tous les niveaux, du plus modeste au plus élevé, en faveur d'un monde plus respectueux de l'humain.
Le winner est le premier Socrates Award, Sadio Mané.
Myself, I'm really happy to be part of you guys tonight, and of course, like we said, I'm sometimes a bit shy to talk about it, but I'm really happy to do what I can for our people to make maybe things better.
Voilà, ça c'était effectivement il y a de cela quelques jours Sadio Mané, malheureusement qui n'a pas pu jouer le mondial, mais le Sénégal est qualifié pour les huitièmes de finale. On va juste inviter avec nous sur cette scène ici le frère de Socrates, Rai, le président du jury. Merci de nous rejoindre. Il sera accompagné de monsieur Laurent Prudhomme, le CEO, le PDG du groupe L'équipe. Et accompagné de monsieur Jean-Jérôme Perrin, qui nous rejoint ici, directeur de Peace and Sport. Merci d'être avec nous. Rai, la première question, elle est d'Anne-Laure.
Vamos falar em português.
En português?
I'm joking. No, it's going to be in English, French, whatever you want. You speak all the languages. I'm a bit jealous, Rai. Can you tell us a bit more about who he was? Who was Socrates?
Bon, Socrates, aujourd'hui, c'est une idée. Il est devenu une idée de démocratie, une idée de liberté, de justice sociale. Et quand on parle de peace in sport, c'est Socrates aussi, parce que ça n'existe pas peace sans démocratie, sans liberté, sans justice sociale, et ça n'existe pas justice sociale, démocratie et paix sans la paix. Donc Socrates, ça représente tout ça, on est très fiers. Il y a aussi c'est un jeu d'équipe, parce que Socrates est déjà très fort. Socrates associé Peace and Sport, le groupe L'équipe, ça devient quelque chose de très puissant. Et je suis sûr qu'il y a la force, comme disait Mandela, de changer le monde.
Merci Rai pour ces explications. Laurent, quelle est la genèse de ce prix pour le groupe L'équipe? Je sais que vous avez voulu créer aussi ce prix.
Oui, on a voulu créer ce prix depuis pas mal de temps. Jérôme Casadieu, qui est le directeur de la rédaction, était vraiment à l'origine de tout ça. Et c'est vrai qu'on a rencontré, déjà il y a quelques temps, on en parlait avec Joël Bouzou, et ça nous tenait à cœur parce que je pense que l'essence même du Ballon d'Or, ce n'est pas que la performance d'un joueur, mais c'est aussi son comportement. Et on souhaitait mettre en avant le travail invisible de tous ces grands joueurs. Sadio Mané, on ne sait pas forcément qu'il consacre autant d'argent, d'énergie, de passion au service de sa communauté. Et je pense que c'était très important. Et Rai l'a dit, c'est un travail d'équipe. Et sans Rai, et on est très fiers parce que ce nom Socrates, pouvoir l'associer à ce prix-là, donnait toute la dimension de ce prix. Donc voilà, l'association de Peace and Sport, de Rai, de sa famille et du groupe L'équipe, je pense, on fait quelque chose de très beau.
Merci beaucoup.
Jean-Jérôme, on parlait du premier lauréat, Sadio Mané. Comment est-ce que Peace and Sport, comment est-ce que vous allez l'accompagner pour le développement de tous ces projets?
Alors déjà, on a un accompagnement depuis plus de 15 ans avec le Club des champions de la paix. Et c'est vrai qu'on a une certaine expertise. Et lorsqu'on regarde l'entourage des footballeurs, on s'aperçoit qu'il y a des gens du monde de la finance, des gens autour de la performance, mais très rarement au niveau de l'engagement social. Et on leur pose souvent des questions dans la presse, comment vous êtes engagés. Mais la plupart du temps, ils ne savent pas quoi dire, ils ne savent même pas leur engagement. Et travailler avec nous, c'est aussi faire naître une vocation et ensuite encadrer cette vocation. Et c'est vraiment le but de ce prix Socrates. Et travailler avec Sadio Mané, des grands champions comme Rai, c'est vraiment un plaisir et on va y mettre tout notre cœur.
Merci, merci beaucoup. Merci à tous les trois. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, it's now time to welcome one of Rai's former teammates at Paris Saint-Germain, former Ballon d'Or, who also played here in Monaco, right, Marc?
Yes.
You remember that?
149 matches at l'AS Monaco entre 1988 et 1992, from 88 to 92. Paris Saint-Germain, from 92 to 95. AC Milan, well, the neighbors, 95 to 2000. Olympique de Marseille, 1 year.
And we can define him as a true hero of peace through sport. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, Monsieur Georges Weah.
Excellency Monocla Mariwea, Your Highness Prince Albert II, His Excellency Stefano de Mistura, Special Envoy of the United Nations, Mr. Joel Banzu Oli, President and Founder, Peace and Sports, Excellencies, honored guests and speakers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a special honor to join Your Highness Prince Albert II and other most distinguished speakers to address the 13th editions of the Peace and Sports International Forum being hosted here in the beautiful and historic Principality of Monaco, and to bring you warmest greetings from the government and people of Liberia, the glorious land of peace and liberty. Your Highness, Prince Albert, I want to tell you that whenever I'm in Monaco, I'm home. And you know personally, Your Highness will know what I mean when I say that. I started playing the game of soccer in Liberia many years ago, and my journey to play professional soccer out of Liberia came when I was recruited from the Invincible 11 Majestic Sports Association in Liberia to play for Tonnerre Calara Club in Cameroon, Yaoundé. However, I was very determined to play in Europe, and before long, I found myself in Monaco, Monte Carlo, where the foundations of my professional career was consolidated. I was recruited by my beloved mentor and friend, Mr. Arsène Wenger, who was then the coach of Monaco. And I played with the club from 1988 to 1992 for the most wonderful and glorious years in my life. which can never be forgotten. I made many friends when I lived here, and I continue to maintain and cherish some of those friendships, even up to today. I feel as much at home in Monaco as I do in Liberia. But we did not only have fun in Monaco. We went diligently about the business for which we have been hired. By the time I left Monaco for Paris Saint-Germain in 1992, we saw Monaco reach the final of the European Cup Winner Cup that year. It was also during my time with Monaco that I won my first international awards, African Footballer of the Year in 1989. For the first time, 3 times, and the Coupe de France in 1991. When I first arrived in Monaco in 1988, I came as a young aspiring footballer with a small suitcase, maintaining 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of football boots, and 1 pair of trousers, and 1 shirt. But I also came with a trunk full of determination and commitment, and a heart filled with hope that through dedication and hard work, I will rise one day to the stars. Today, 35 years later, I return to the country that launched my European professional soccer career, and I have been received by you this time as the president of my beloved country, Liberia. Indeed, we have come full cycle of this marvelous journey, and I want to pay special homage to Monaco for giving me the springboard of success and for developing in me, through Coach Wenger, Dr. Campora, the discipline and motivations and the sense of team play, fair play and servant leadership that has characterized my entire career since I had a good fortune to first set foot in this Asian principality. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in the invitation extended to me to attend this occasion, you cited some of my achievements, both off and on the field, and referred to me as an icon of sports and the head of states of the Republic of Liberia. In this regard, I want to rededicate this honor to the illustrious people of Liberia in particular, and the people of Africa in general, from where I was formed and defined before learning in Monaco to be fine-tuned into the international icon that you have just described. Your Highness, Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my experience has taught me that sports can be used as an instrument for peace, coexistence. It is a force that can unify people of diverse backgrounds and beliefs. The theme of this 13th edition of the Peace and Sports International Forum, Sport is an answer for peace. It's therefore meaningful and relevant to the times in which we live. My country, Liberia, can attest to this. I had just spent a year in Monaco when the Civil War broke out in December 1989. And it was a very brutal and savage war. But throughout the war, it was sports, particularly soccer, that would cause all the warring factions to cease fire so that people could attend football games. Most often, rival forces came and watched soccer matches in Monrovia, the capital of Liberia. They would shake each other's hands before and during the game, embrace each other and cheer for their respective teams, no matter which warring faction they belonged to. After the game, they would return back to the battlefield and resume fighting each other. It was a strong testimony to the power of sports to unite the people of Liberia. Although Liberia was divided into factional territories at the time, there was no barrier to me entering any of the divided areas. The Ballon d'Or that I won in 1995 was celebrated by all, irrespective of the Civil War. We, the soccer players, used the game of soccer to reunite our country and reconcile our people. For example, Liberia's 2 appearances in the African Cup of Nations came during the period of the Civil War, when through the kind instrumentality of FIFA, that arrangements were concluded to permit the usage of Ghana as a home ground for Liberia. The condition for this concession from FIFA was that all our matches would have to be played, or the special home ground privilege would be withdrawn. Although there was no unified government in place in Liberia at that time, I made a personal commitment to FIFA that Liberia will appear in all of its matches, and I personally underwrote the cost of Liberia's participation in those 2 CAF seasons. Even now, in parts of the world where there are intense conflict, soccer provides the smoothing balm that heals anxiety and stress, as was the case with Liberia during the warring days. Some of these countries play their matches abroad. Their victory, like ours at the time, then bring excitement and joy to the people. The achievement of their individual nationals and clubs and national teams bring them joy and glory and raise their morale as a united people. Sports then becomes the only instrument that sometimes brought honor and hope to a rather hopeless and distressed people. Perhaps the role that we play as athletes in bearing the torch of our nation, stayed during the gloomiest period of its existence, may have contributed in some measures to our political victories in various elections held in post-war Liberia. After a number of attempts, the political party that I lead was eventually victorious in the general election, which resulted into my ascendancy as president of Liberia. What this means is that the people see and feel what athletes do. As leaders, we cannot let their hopes and aspirations down. We have to, therefore, use our leverage and influence to put smiles on their faces through practical policies and actions. It is my pleasure at this time to congratulate this year's distinguished winners and hero honorees. We implore you to use this honor to accelerate your work, not only for more laurels, but to give true meaning to your goals and objectives. I must also use this special opportunity to express sincere gratitude to the leadership of the Peace and Sports International Foundation for doing a splendid job in keeping this institution active and progressive for the last 15 years. In so doing, I will be remiss if I did not single out for special recognition my dear brother and good friend, Mr. Didier Drogba, the Vice President for Peace and Sports International Foundation. Didier and I had opportunity to play at Chelsea. We played for the same team, but not the same time. His native Côte d'Ivoire and Liberia share common borders, as well as the experience of war. I remember during my days as ambassador of peace for the United Nations UNICEF, I was in Côte d'Ivoire settling problems between Liberians and Ivorians to be united and be friends because we are neighbors. The Mana River Union organization, Didier, is doing a truly fantastic job back home. Through sports, he has directly and positively impacted his fellow compatriots. To young and upcoming athletes, I encourage you to be disciplined and work with determination in achieving your goals. Do not become so over-ambitious that you destroy your dreams before it even begins. Work hard and work to finish line with the honor and dignity, for there is no shortcut to the top in sports except for the relentless pursuit of excellence, hard work, and dedication. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, peace is the order of the day. Without peace, our war will be difficult. And with peace, we regain harmony and diversity. I want to thank you for the invitation, and God bless you.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Je vais vous inviter à rejoindre, please. And it's an honor now to welcome His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco. Mesdames, Messieurs, Son Altesse Sérénissime le Prince Albert II de Monaco, qui va vous dire quelques mots.
Highnesses, His Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. George Weah, my good friend, and the First Lady, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Peace and Sport ambassadors, dear Joël Bouzou, President of Peace and Sport, dear partners of Peace and Sport, dear champions for peace, Mr. Rai, good friend and president of the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I remember the first International Peace and Sport Forum held in Monaco in November of 2007, 15 years ago. The forum aimed high as it rose to the challenge. It spoke about peace to actors for peace. It spoke about peace to actors for sport. It asked them to build sustainable actions. At the time, this was unprecedented, and it was far from being easy. You achieved your ambition by bringing together 400 representatives of the driving forces of the peace through sport community. Even better, in barely 48 hours, you managed to create a family spirit between people who did not know each other before then. People who, from East Timor to the African Great Lakes region, from Côte d'Ivoire to Colombia and other countries, discovered that they shared the same ideals, that they lived the same difficulties, that they were looking for the same solutions. Yes, that day, I too had the feeling that a global community was being formed to support a most worthy cause. I also remember when the Champions for Peace initiative was created 2 years later, after the first forum. Those 25 athletes who had more than 50 medals and world titles between them. But above all, beyond their sporting achievements, they radiated an incredible shared energy and displayed a remarkable determination to serve society. Yes, this movement needed to be launched. The community had to be mobilized. Thank you, dear Joël Bouzou, for having had this intuition and this idea. Above all, thank you for having had the strength of conviction to have continually developed this initiative 15 years, despite all the difficulties that you have encountered. I'm also fully convinced of the role that sport can play in building peace. It's very hard to talk about peace the same way that President George Weah did, but I will also try to share these words. Because it is a universal language that brings together all social strata in a country. Because it transmits values, it obliges everyone to respect common rules, to unite and to accept other people with their differences. Because through the champion's popularity, it has an invaluable power. Because in a nutshell, it makes it a lot easier to live together. Also, I wholeheartedly welcome the diversity of Peace Through Sport stakeholders and the range of partnerships that the Peace and Sport organization has been able to forge. Their constant multiplication comes from the fact that today, a world community of peace through sport does exist, which ascertains this culture for peace. I'm particularly struck by the growing importance of the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace, which every April 6th, brings together tens of millions of people together to demonstrate how sport assists in development and peace. So it is with great satisfaction and pride that I see more and more top-level athletes becoming aware of the role that they can play in society. And you also see this, Mr. President, dear Joël, at the World Olympians Association. You mentioned the Champions for Peace who support peace and sport. I can't forget that many of them, through their presence in Monaco, helped to spread the values of peace through sport throughout the world and to illustrate Monaco's neutrality. I'm extremely pleased to welcome tonight, of course, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia and the first African winner of France football's Ballon d'Or, who, of course, and you all saw that in the few images that we saw, wearing the colors of AS Monaco at the beginning of his career from 1988 to 1992. I thank all these great champions for their readiness to help, for their ability to rally fans around them and to inspire young people. Peace is taught, learned, and transmitted. And peace and sports experience gained over the past 15 years confirms that building stable and lasting peace must involve all sectors of society. You have rightly stressed that grassroots actors in the field must be the priority target. For my part, I attach great importance to the commitment of younger generations, and we see them acting forcefully with a conviction in other vital areas of society, such as education, gender neutrality, and gender equality, social inclusion, and environmental protection. They want to make their voices heard and clearly ready to take action to build a sustainable future. I remember that 3 years ago at the last forum, you gave them the floor to speak during sessions. Therefore, the Junior Champions for Peace Club that you have set up seems to me to convey a future of paramount importance. Be assured of my support to help you take new steps by continuing to bring together more and more actors for sport and making the Principality a stronghold of peace through sport in the world. Before concluding, I'd like to invite an extraordinary personality on stage, world-renowned champion, a true man of peace and sport, now head of state, and he alone embodies the spirit of peace through sport. I'd like to reward His Excellency President George Bonnet for his incredible career at the service for peace. Your Excellency, please join us.
Je vais inviter le président et fondateur de Peace and Sport, Joël Bouzou, également à lui remettre un autre cadeau. George, this is one of the jerseys from the AS Monaco, together with this special award from Peace and Sport to Mr. George Weah. George, maybe you can say another word, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when you dedicate your life for people, with all results, it comes in the aftermath. My entire life is to represent people, because I believe everyone needs peace to survive. Without peace, our world is difficult. And to receive this award from you is for the people of Liberia, for the peace that they brought to our nation. Because I remember when I was working for the United Nations UNICEF, when we go to the battlefield and see young children with guns, it's their desire to bring peace that put me on the stage. So this will go to them. It's a symbol of what they did. And today we have peace in our country is because of the Liberian people. So this will go to the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Encore de grands applaudissements pour Monsieur George Weah. Merci. Nous allons présenter le jury. Nous allons les saluer, les membres du jury, the jury members, le président du jury, Rai, je vous demande de l'applaudir très fort. Just salute. Champion du monde 94, et il avait gagné la Coupe du Monde 94, et puis surtout l'association.
Il est président de la fondation Go de Letra, une fondation brésilienne qui est la définition de la paix à travers le sport.
Il y a des champions de la paix qui sont dans le jury. Stéphane Diagana, double champion du monde du 400 mètres haies, 400 hurdles and 4x4.
Guillaume Rose, CEO of the Monaco Economic Board.
Madame Félicité Rouemarica, CIO member.
Laurent Prudhomme, CEO of the group L'Équipe.
Madame Daniela Bass from the United Nations.
et Patrick Doguet, CEO of Havelock Bank.
Partenaire des Peace and Sport Awards.
But,
Merci.
but before we move on to the awards, we wanted to present you with a documentary. And to speak about this documentary, we will welcome a Colombian hero, Gerson Flores.
On va laisser Son Altesse Sérénissime, si vous le désirez. Voilà, je sais que votre agenda est très chargé. Just, I know that the agenda of Her Serene Highness is quite full, even this evening. So, merci beaucoup. Je vais demander de leur accompagner en l'applaudissant, bien entendu. Merci, Monseigneur.
And back to the documentary, and we will welcome Gerson Flores. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to share his story. His story from Colombia has been working to bring back peace to Colombia, and he's going to share with us his story throughout a documentary. So please, Gerson Flores, if you want to join us.
Come to the
now.
floor. Gerson, bienvenido. Muchas gracias de ser con nosotros. Aquí entre nosotros. Gracias. Una pregunta en inglés, ¿no? Puede hablar en inglés también, ¿no? Just one question. Tell us about this movie, the teaser that we will see in a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I think one of the most important things about this documentary is the work of the peace animators, how these trainers became peace animators, and all the effort they have done during the last 18 months to make sure the Peacemaker project in Colombia can be spent to other areas of Bogota and to Colombia. So, to be honest, I feel very proud, and this is a very special and emotional moment for Cup Colombia and, of course, for my country. Because I remember many times people say this won't be possible. And I remember back in 2018 when we planned to get in touch with Peace and Sport, people say that was impossible, that our projects were good, but not enough. And then in 2019, we came here, we started working, and if you ask me which one will be the best moment of all my work since I was 11 years old, some people may think that it was back in 2002 when I became the youngest person nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, but it's not. Is the first time last year when Cup Colombia received the Peace and Sport Award, and the second time is today when in front of all of you guys, in front of Your Excellency, in front of all these special guests, a documentary about our work finally is shown. So it's very emotional. And I want to recognize the peace animators' work, my dad's work, because he has been during all this year with us. It's not easy. And yeah, I mean, please enjoy this one.
Just one word to understand. You created COP Colombia. It's written C-O-P, and it means Constructors
of Peace. Yeah, Constructors of Peace was my first project when I was 11 years old. At that time, also people say that I wouldn't be able to make any changes, and it happened. It's happening now, it happened at that time, and it was also a song that I wrote, and it's called Constructors of Peace. It was to help children by landmines.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
So let's see the video. It's about USME in Colombia.
Let's watch it.
Cuando regresé a Bogotá, más o menos unos 15 días después, en televisión apareció la muerte de 2 niños por causa de una mina antipersonal y no sé, fue algo demasiado impactante para mí, me creó mucha tristeza, pero al mismo tiempo me generó mucha motivación, se convirtió en un reto.
Mi nombre es Cristian Sáenz, tengo 25 años de edad, actualmente bueno, soy formador deportivo de COP Colombia Internacional.
COP significa Constructors of Peace o constructores de paz.
Como bien lo saben, en todas las sesiones hay un partido de la paz. El día de hoy vamos a hacer el partido del silencio. Si yo hablo, le voy a dar un gol al equipo contrario.
Yo quiero una juventud que piense que son el presente de Colombia y del mundo, no solo el futuro.
El deporte y la educación es el mejor camino para que el muchacho vaya por el camino correcto.
Yo creo que no nos podemos cerrar a que como estamos en la localidad Quinta de Usme y que estamos lejos de todo, no podemos. No, yo creo que completamente sí podemos y yo soy el ejemplo como tal de que las cosas sí se pueden hacer si se sueñan, que los sueños como tal sí se cumplen.
Wow.
Amazing, amazing project. Well done, very well done.
Good job. I'm here.
I was looking for you.
Yes, I was hiding.
So let's move on to the awards, the official awards, and the first one is the CSR Initiative of the Year. It rewards a company or a foundation that has demonstrated its social commitment through sport and uses its assets to promote peace and good citizenship.
And I will call the one who received the award in 2019, 2021. You remember? Last year, we were not together.
And it was sad.
It was sad. So now we're happy that we have you. So that's why all the awardees from last year are invited this year, and now they can come on stage. Please welcome Frank Maury, Director, the National Society Development Services Department for the Red Cross. Welcome. Bienvenue. Merci. Just a few words with you. Thank you very much. Last year we were far away from you, but I know you had a good moment receiving this Peace and Sport Award.
Absolutely. Last year online, and this year even here at this award. And being here now, that's a big honor to be here and to hand over the torch to the new awardees.
Exactly. So you will have to launch the nominees. You know how to make it?
I think so.
Yes.
Let's try. So it's a great pleasure, Excellency, Mr. President, and everybody here in the room. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. As you already said, my name is Frank Maury. I'm the director of the National Society Service Department of the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies. I know it's a long name. And we are very proud, we as the IFRC and our 192 member national societies, to contribute through our actions to build peace and resilience in communities. And as you already mentioned, we have received last year the award of Humanitarian Organization of the Year for our project Uniting Through Power of Football, together with the in partnership with the Generation Amazing. And this award was extremely important for us, for our volunteers in the communities, and we are committed to continue using sports to make communities a better place. And now it's...
You have the sentence.
Yes, and now it's getting exciting. I'm pleased now to introduce the nominees for the 22 CSR Initiative of the Year Awards category. The first one is...
Let's watch it, we have a video. Don't worry.
Aujourd'hui, nous sommes très fiers de signer une convention de partenariat avec les eaux minérales d'Oulmès à travers la marque CJLI. Ce partenariat est d'abord historique parce qu'il a démarré il y a quelques années à travers la création du premier centre d'éducation et d'émancipation de la jeune fille adolescente dans les zones rurales. Et après la réussite de ce programme, nous avons décidé ensemble de passer des 1 centre à 5 centres qui seront basés dans 3 régions du royaume, Kazastat, Rabassa-les-Kinitra et la région Souss-Messa, où 950 jeunes filles adolescentes vont venir d'une manière manière régulière, pratiquer le football, apprendre les valeurs du sport.
Pues soy Dolores Galindo, soy la presidenta de Dragones de Lavapiés, un club de fútbol con 320 jugadores de 50 países diferentes. Y aquí desarrollamos, yo coordino el programa Moving de Dubic, y es un programa que está financiado por la Unión Europea.
Jo sóc en Jordi Serra, sóc el coordinador general del projecte socioeducatiu Moving.
So we can applaud for the nominees. I mean, they're already making a real good job, a real great job. But we need a winner, please, Franck.
And the winner is les eaux minérales de Olomès.
Les eaux minérales d'Olmès. Et je vais demander à Monsieur Saad Filali. Monsieur Saad Filali, de nous rejoindre. Il était en train de prendre la vidéo.
It's a great moment, I understand.
Exactly. To receive this award from Franck Maury. Voilà. Bravo, félicitations. Je vais demander de l'applaudir très très fort.
Un petit mot rapide.
Bien sûr. Anne-Laure, un petit mot.
Un petit mot, j'imagine beaucoup d'émotions. Il est là le micro.
Allez-y, allez-y.
Un petit mot, déjà, son Excellence présidente du Libéria, mesdames et messieurs les jurys, mesdames et messieurs, merci pour tout. Merci pour votre soutien. C'est un très beau prix que les eaux minérales d'Olmès sont honorés de recevoir. Nous sommes une entreprise marocaine, citoyenne, et nous contribuons à l'éducation des jeunes filles à travers la marque CDLI, avec le programme d'émancipation par le sport avec l'ONG Tibu Africa. Et l'objectif, c'est vraiment de développer les résultats scolaires et l'estime de soi de ces jeunes filles à travers ce modèle que l'on souhaite justement partager avec le plus grand nombre pour le développer. Voilà, merci beaucoup.
Merci et félicitations.
Merci.
Bravo. Voilà ce trophée donc qui vous revient. Merci, merci à vous. Thank you, Franck. Bravo, félicitations. The next award, and there is always a jingle, is NGOs of the Year. And to help us for this award, I would love to welcome the CEO of the AS Monaco, Monsieur Jean-Emmanuel De Witt, who received the prize last year. Ça, c'est pour après, c'est pour l'enveloppe.
On attend un tout petit peu pour l'enveloppe pour le gagnant.
D'abord, un petit mot avec vous. J'imagine c'est un bonheur de se retrouver ici. L'année dernière, c'est vrai qu'il manquait pas mal de choses. Et là, le fait de retrouver du public, comme vous le retrouvez également dans le stade, c'est un plaisir.
Oui, c'est un grand plaisir d'être avec vous ce soir. Merci beaucoup. C'est un grand honneur de faire partie de cet événement. L'AS Monaco est très engagé s'engage dans de nombreux événements, notamment aux côtés de Peace and Sport via son partenariat. Nos joueurs portent le maillot Peace and Sport régulièrement, donc en Coupe Europa. Donc je vous remercie beaucoup.
Et justement, ils ont voulu participer, les joueurs de l'AS Monaco.
On a souhaité vous montrer via cette vidéo l'engagement de l'ensemble de nos joueurs.
Regardez.
Bonsoir à tous. Depuis le début de la saison, Peace and Sport nous accompagne en étant présent au dos de notre maillot.
Porter les couleurs de Peace and Sport, cela nous parle parce qu'au sein de l'équipe,
nous apprenons à nous connaître et à accepter l'autre et former un collectif en harmonie. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes très heureux de participer au Peace and Sport Awards 2022.
Et fiers que l'AS Monaco remette le trophée de l'ONG de l'année.
Félicitations aux lauréats ainsi qu'à tous les nominés.
Les nommés.
Ils sont forts. Ils ont lancé les nominés. Ils sont extraordinaires.
Savent tout faire, ces joueurs.
Ils savent tout faire. 4H Zimbabwe Foundation. On peut les applaudir au fur et à mesure que vous les voyez, bien sûr. Fondación Goles. E enfin,
Deixa isso.
Meu
Celle-ci,
pai
elle est pour moi.
bebia muito.
Sim, oui, c'est
Chegava em
Mareunda,
casa,
lute
batia na
pela
minha mãe.
paz. From
Eu acabei
Brazil.
crescendo vendo essa violência dentro de casa.
Fui criada daquela forma, fui criada vendo meu pai espancando a minha mãe, então foi aqui que eu aprendi muita coisa, que eu aprendi a disciplina. Eu até estudar aqui, eu não estudava.
Violência doméstica durante quase 2 anos da minha vida.
who will be the NGOs of the year? Qui?
"4H Zimbabwe Foundation."
4H Zimbabwe Foundation. Please welcome Mr. John Mukenye. Come here. You're tall. To receive the award. Congratulations, Mr. John Mukenye for 4H Zimbabwe Foundation.
Well, very well done for your work, very well done for this trophy. How does it feel? I mean, it comes from the heart of the jury, and it means something special for you.
Thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to appreciate the Peace and Sport organization for organizing this tournament, and also special to our stakeholders that we have been working with. We have been working with youth from political parties in Zimbabwe, and also key stakeholders. Then also the partners that we are working with, the government of Switzerland. Thank you very much. I would like to dedicate this award to other nominees. In sport, in peace, we don't talk about competition, but participation. The awards is for us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Merci, Jean-Emmanuel.
Thank you. Let's.
I love emotions because we have emotions.
Yeah, and this is why we're here.
Exactly.
So let's move to the next award, April 6 Initiative of the Year. I guess you're all familiar with April 6 and the white card.
The white card?
Absolutely.
Well, Joel talked about it during his speech. Let's welcome.
To present his award, please welcome Danilo Barmas, President of the World Rafting Federation. He won the April 6 award.
Between us, he received the award for
year.
Be White Waters. That was the name of the movie where you were there. How does it feel to come back and to see all these people?
Oui, c'était l'initiative dédiée aux eaux vives. Bref, la World Rafting Federation, c'est une jeune et petite fédération qui a trouvé dans Peace and Sport les valeurs qui sont parties de notre vision et notre philosophie. Les jeunes, car ce sont le futur, l'égalité, on a une catégorie où il y a mix de femmes et d'hommes, aussi l'inclusion, on a une autre catégorie de normaux doués et de porteurs d'handicap, et l'environnement, car aussi nos championnats du monde ils sont plastic free. Gagner ce award, ça a été pour nous une chose incroyable, et merci à ça, merci aussi pour ça, toute notre communauté, notre guide de rivière, nos athlètes, ils sont encore plus porteurs des valeurs de Peace and Sport le long des rivières de tout le monde. Je veux dire un grand merci à Monsieur le Président, à Peace and Sport, car avec votre travail, que vous cherchez d'améliorer ce monde, surtout dans ce moment très difficile, la World Rafting Federation, il est à votre côté. On n'est pas grand-chose, mais des petites gouttes, ils font des grandes vagues et la paix doit gagner toujours.
Merci pour ces mots. Merci. Je vais vous inviter à lancer les nominés.
Absolument. Je vais le lire car sans lunettes, c'est des livres.
C'est parti, c'est parti. On va les avoir. Si vous voulez les lire.
Fundación Alfredo Harp Helu para el deporte au Mexique.
Bien. Sous vos applaudissements, toujours.
Girls, boys, teenagers and adults participated in the celebration for peace and sport. 6 till the 6th was the Foundation's initiative to celebrate the 2022 International Day of Sport for Development and Peace in Mexico. Our initiative impacted more than 1 million people and we strive for more.
They said we are enemies.
Arman en Rihahan et leur white car levé entre l'Inde et le Pakistan.
Sports connects us.
But you and me.
We don't see enemies.
We see friends.
I raised this white card for my friend Rihan, who lives in Calcutta, India.
I raised this white card for my friend Arman in Islamabad, Pakistan.
Meil kõigil
Le comité olympique estonien.
On õigus tunda ennast turvaliselt. Üheskoos oleme kogenud igat tõusu.
Iga langust.
Iga võitu.
Iga kaotust.
Ja isegi, kui me kukume,
siis tõuseme taas.
Siis teiste usk annab meile jõudu.
Üheskoos avaldame toetust.
Üheskoos aitame.
Üheskoos võitleme.
Me saame sellega hakkama.
Üheskoos!
Thank you. Danilo, who wins?
The winner is Foundation Alfredo Harp Helu para el Deporte.
De México. Please welcome Dr. Daniel Aceves. Silver medal in wrestling in 1984 in Los Angeles. Bienvenidos. To receive the prize here for this April 6th.
English, español mejor. Pues es una emoción muy particular. Recibir este premio aquí es único, ¿verdad?
Totalmente de acuerdo, porque la paz no solo es la ausencia de guerra. Peace and Sport, a través de un campeón olímpico como Joel Busú, impulsa no solo combatir a través del deporte y la cultura física la pobreza, disminuir la inmigración ilegal, pero sobre todo darle un sentido de resiliencia a la humanidad. La Fundación Alfredo Harp Helu para el Deporte, así como todas las instancias en México públicas y privadas, agradece esta inercia que otorga Peace and Sport a través del príncipe Alberto II y a través de todo su comité ejecutivo. Finalmente creo que Peace and Sport tiene que ser candidato al Premio Nobel de la Paz. Muchas gracias.
So just to summarize the end, he thinks with the help of Peace and Sport should candidate for the Nobel Peace Prize. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Merci.
Gracias.
Merci. Bravo.
Enhorabuena.
Yeah, peace brings a lot of things, not only emotions, but we saw that what he was saying was something very concrete.
And it was interesting to hear c'est une initiative qui va effectivement entraîner beaucoup de force et donner beaucoup de force aux autres ONG également au Mexique. Let's move to the Institution of the Year.
The next award, Institution of the Year. Nous avions 2 lauréats l'année dernière, c'est Monsieur Antonio Borges, Head of Office of States for Youth and Sports, sorry. And Victor Pataco, President of Portuguese Institute of Sports and Youth. Cannot read what was written. Bem-vindo. In Portuguese? You do the question? No.
I know you speak very good English. I heard that before.
Both of you.
Pode ser português ou posso traduzir, não tem
Por que
problema.
não? Antonio, first, what's the feeling being here?
Thank you very much. I think in English would be better for everyone, and we could excuse translation. It's very important for us as a Portuguese government because we believe that change must be led by public policies, and we are very happy to, through this program, to have implement change to lead us to a better world, and through that change, to that program, to lead as an example. So it's very, very important for us. Thank you.
And Victor, we heard this morning during the forum how important it is for women in Portugal to be supported to go and do sports.
Yes, for us it's a very, very important issue. It's a priority for us, and in fact it's a great honor for us to be here tonight in this special atmosphere. So in 2021 we were the honor to be the winners of the Institution of the Year with the National Plan for Ethics in Sport. This plan involves all the population in Portugal and special children and young people, but also people with disabilities, sport agents, also people in prison. So we are very proud of this program because it promotes ethical values, values such as respect, responsibility, friendship, cooperation, and it impacts over 30 in English, 350,000 people. That is a huge impact for us. So it contributes, in fact, for a positive change in behavior of all the people involved in sport and also in schools. So
Thank you. I'm sure Antonio wants to know the nominees.
Yes, I can help on that. So the nominees are...
Let's watch. Yes, exactly, as always.
Our diverse
Birmingham
city has a
City
rhythmic
Council.
pace, an attack on the senses, smells, sounds, tastes. Vivid colours of graffiti will make you double take. The atmosphere here is something you can't fake. The Commonwealth Games are soon to come. To our Alexander Stadium.
To our home.
To our place where industries rose. A city of 1,000 trades echoes through the roads. Here, we're Birmingham. Here, we're bold.
The National Olympic Committee and Sports Confederation of Denmark.
And the last one?
World Karate Federation.
The World Karate Federation, WKF, and the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, are bringing together diverse communities of women from Los Angeles area to launch an initiative targeting gender-based violence. The program is named Guardian Girls Global Karate Project.
Let's do Guardian Girls Karate.
Victor wanted to know as soon as he got the envelope. So who is the winner?
We all want to know.
Wait. And the winner is Birmingham City Council.
And it's an honor to welcome Mr. Ian Ward. Ian, welcome. Congratulations. This is well deserved. Birmingham City Council, Ian Ward, thank you very much. And well, congratulations. I know you provided a lot of great Commonwealth Games, but I know you can be proud of what we said. We heard it during the forum today, and you can be proud of this one.
It is a great honour to receive this award from Sport and Peace. As you saw in the video, we hosted the Commonwealth Games last summer. It was widely recognised as the most successful Commonwealth Games in the United Kingdom. It allowed us to welcome 72 nations and territories to our city of Birmingham, and we, in a celebration of sport, of youth and of culture. And we saw firsthand how sport can bring communities together, how it can build friendships between cities and countries around the world, and how it can unite the peoples of the world and transform lives. And we are ambitious to host more major sporting events in the city of Birmingham because we know it can change people's lives for the better. So this award and this honour and recognition from Peace and Sport is a tremendous honour for the city of Birmingham. Thank you very much.
Thank you and well done.
This will add to the legacy of the Birmingham City Council job. Thank you, the work you've done. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Le sport a changé le visage de Birmingham. And a special moment now, since the jury has decided to award a special jury prize. And to present this special award, a special person, please welcome back on stage Joël Bouzou and the president of the jury, Rai.
Thank you. So this special jury prize, before we welcome the awards, let's watch a video. You will discover things. Look at this.
Everything was normal. Everyone was going job, everyone was doing their life, and as well I was going my office normally, and I was like, everything was normal for me. But when Taliban took our country, I have lost everything. Everyone was trying to escape from Afghanistan, and as you saw on the TVs, and they were like trying on the airport to just escape anyway. Afghanistan Cycling Federation, they contacted with the UCI for the evacuation, and they explained everything and all the problems.
Ça a été une mobilisation de tous les instants, notamment avec notre partenaire Israël et Yotam Politzer, son directeur général. Nous étions les deux finalement à la manœuvre, lui plutôt sur l'opérationnel sur le terrain, moi pour la coordination avec la fédération, avec l'ensemble des acteurs.
It had many challenges and problems, and for us it is very difficult to leave Afghanistan.
On partait sur des pistes qui finalement se refermaient. On essayait d'autres pistes, on travaillait avec la FIFA. À un moment, on était plutôt parti pour évacuer certaines personnes par la FIFA, mais on était que sur un groupe de 24. Au final, ça finit par 125 par notre groupe. Le président de la Confédération suisse lui-même m'a demandé de pouvoir, par exemple, exfiltrer un jeune pianiste, donc des journalistes. Il y a bien sûr des cyclistes féminines, mais pas que.
We were asked to just travel from Kabul and to other province. And at that time I was pregnant, and for me that was very difficult because the way is not good.
On est passé par toutes les couleurs, et quand on est parti d'abord en bus de Kaboul avec nos 125 personnes, puisqu'on devait franchir certaines frontières, on va dire par bus, avec des accords prédonnés qui finalement n'ont pas pu être honorés, et vous retrouvez avec 125 personnes dans 2 ou 3 bus, et l'option qui ne marche pas, ils sont au milieu de l'Afghanistan, et vous dites, qu'est-ce que je fais ?
Everyone was afraid because we were thinking that it's not going to happen, because everyone was afraid, okay, so Taliban is coming and maybe they take the passports and they do not allow us to go.
Finalement, on a fait une évacuation en avion, ce qui n'était pas ce qui était prévu initialement. Mais il a fallu faire poser un avion en Afghanistan fin septembre sans contrôle aérien, c'est pas des plus faciles.
Luckily, we got out of Afghanistan, and we were staying in Albania for 6 days until we got the papers to come to Switzerland. I don't know if I can get back to my country, see my friends, my families, my connections, so it was difficult.
That was very hard for me because of Taliban, because of war. I left my family in very worse situation, in very worse condition. Right now I can exercise around this. It make me happy and give me feeling good.
Leaving your country, leaving your love and connection and family, it's not easy at all. But I have a son, he was born here, so everything is completely changed. So I'm not thinking, okay, I'm the one who was in Afghanistan, because everything changed for me.
Et maintenant, en Suisse, tu parles un peu français.
Bien sûr, oui.
The special jury prize goes to the UCI. Pour l'UCI, je vais appeler le président, Monsieur David Lapartien, accompagné de Ben Aswa Faizi et Wahida Husseini. Deux jeunes cyclistes, two cyclists from Afghanistan. Two of the 165 people who were freed from Afghanistan by UCI. Wow, beaucoup d'émotions, a lot of emotions. I would have, Ben Afswa, if you can just answer a few words in English. What's the feeling today, being here, receiving that prize on behalf of UCI? How do you feel?
First of all, I'm feeling proud to accompany Mr. David here. This award is to appreciate the UCI and especially Mr. David Lapartien efforts to make possible the evacuation of Afghan female cyclists from a war-torn country such as Afghanistan to a peaceful country where they are surrounded with peace and support. And now they can follow their dream sport. And it's all possible because of Mr. David Lapartien. I'm feeling very happy, and I just want to take the opportunity and tell this that please don't forget about Afghanistan, especially about Afghan women who are not now allowed to go to school to get their basic right. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Alors, une question à David, parce qu'ils ont fait un travail considérable avec l'UCI, j'imagine. Tu veux lui poser la question?
Oui.
C'était
une question en soi.
David, c'était fantastique parce que 165, c'est ça le nombre qu'il y avait dans l'avion, on l'a vu. J'imagine que c'est beaucoup d'émotions quand tout le monde peut rentrer. On le voit encore, on le voit dans les yeux des jeunes filles qui sont là. Et ça a fait couler beaucoup d'encre. C'est une prise de risque aussi que vous avez pris.
Yes, I will speak maybe in English. Yes, of course, it was quite complicated, but you know, when we started we gave hope that maybe we can do something. And when all these people, they know they put their hope on you, you have only one way is to succeed. And it was really quite difficult because we sent them, for example, a message. We said, you will have to be at the meeting point in 1 hour. But it took 1 month to send this message because we had to find solutions. We had to, first of all, secure the way we will bring them outside. But after, to also secure that we will deliver passports, because most of them, they didn't have passports. After, it was by which country will escape. So we had to discuss with different governments, even chief of the states, to ensure that it will go well. And when you have this situation that we went by bus and we were blocked at the border, we had to find another solution. And you are, at home or at the office, days and night to find solutions with our partners. And finally, we've been able to find a solution. But believe me, as I mentioned, to bring a plane at the end of September in Afghanistan, that was really complicated. Even some governments, they told me, but how is it possible? This is the power of sport. Even us as governments, we can't do this. So this is also the power of sport. And as you mentioned, Your Excellency, President of the Republic, we can move mountains with sport. And that was really, hard period for us, because I was days and nights, 24 hours per day, I would say, working on this with our partners. And after, we had also, because some of them, they went after us through a country, I will not give the name, but after we went to Albania, and they stayed 1 week for some of them in Albania, but for some of them it was 10 months, because after we have to secure some visas to some countries. So thank you also to France, to Switzerland, to Italy, to Canada, to US for the help on this. That was great, but I saw also that many countries, they help also. And we are still continue, we still continue our efforts, first of all, to secure their new life in the country they are, but also in helping them to continue to practice cycling. Like we organized this year in October the Afghanistan Road National Championship for ladies in Switzerland. 49 of them, they came together from 4 continents to do this. And yes, we will continue, and even today to still continue to try to bring some of them outside.
Merci,
Just
merci.
allow me some time. We are in Monaco. Joël, this is Peace and Sport. So I know you don't speak very well English, or maybe you can speak a little bit of French, but my idea was, if you want to speak in your own language and send a message to your mothers, sisters who are still there, maybe this is Monaco, this is Peace and Sport, maybe this message will reach them.
Wahida.
Je suis trop heureuse que les huissiers et surtout Monsieur David Le Partien reçoivent ce prix, parce que je crois qu'il a fait beaucoup pour nous. Il a fait beaucoup pour les cyclistes afghans. Je suis très heureux.
In your language, in Afghan.
من امروز خیلی خوشحال هستم که UCI سازمان جهانی UCI و آقای دیوید این جایزه را به دست آورده، به خاطر که UCI و آقای دیوید برای تمام دختر خانمای بایسکلران افغانستان که الان خیلی یک کار بزرگ انجام ده، بخصوص در بدترین حالت بایسکلران‌های افغانستان را از حالت بد نجات داده و من خیلی خوشحال هستم که امروز UCI و آقای دیوید این جایزه را به دست آورده.
Merci, thank you, and wish you the best. Merci beaucoup, bravo,
Thank
bravo
you.
David, merci à l'UCI, merci à vous. Wow. Ouf. Stay.
Stay with us.
Restez avec nous. C'est fort, c'est très très fort.
Yeah. We'll have
Champions,
to move on.
we have to move on. Champion for Peace of the Year. Who is the champion for Peace of the Year? It's always uneasy, and the jury has been decided that this champion for Peace of the Year is a female athlete. Elle est joueuse de tennis. She's been playing tennis. She's from Tunisia. Numéro 2 mondial. Number 2 in the world in June 2022. 2-time finalist in Grand Slams in Wimbledon and US Open. The first African tennis player to reach Grand Slams and the first to win a Masters 1000. It was in Madrid. She's 28. Ons Jabeur. unfortunately, Ons is training for the Australian Open, so she's training for the new season, so she couldn't be with us. Mais Anne-Laure, je crois qu'elle nous a fait un cadeau.
Absolutely, she sent a message to us since she couldn't be here, and I think that she would have enjoyed this evening. Video?
Bonsoir à tous, Monseigneur, Votre Excellence le Président de la République du Libéria, Mesdames et Messieurs les membres du jury. Je tenais avant tout à vous remercier et à remercier Peace and Sport pour ce trophée championne de la paix 2022. C'est un honneur et une fierté de recevoir ce prix. J'aurais voulu être présente avec vous pour échanger avec vous de vive voix. Être considérée comme une athlète qui véhicule une image de paix à travers le monde est une véritable récompense pour moi. J'ai toujours souhaité partager mon histoire, mon parcours et inspirer la jeunesse à réaliser ses rêves. Je souhaite montrer à tous que tout est possible, peu importe son origine, sa condition ou ses moyens. Le sport nous unit tous, véhicule les valeurs d'échange et de partage. Je remercie vraiment Peace and Sport puisque cela montre que mes actions sont appréciées et reconnues. Je considère qu'être une grande championne ne suffit pas et qu'on doit être jugé également pour la personne qu'on en est. C'est pour cette raison que je suis honorée d'être nommée championne de la paix 2022 et d'inscrire mon nom aux côtés de champions inspirants et engagés. J'espère continuer d'inspirer la jeunesse tunisienne et du monde entier à travers les valeurs du sport qui me sont chères. Respect, partage, tolérance et fair play. Merci à Peace and Sport pour vos actions à travers le monde et bonne soirée à tous.
Ons Jabeur. So, she's not here to take the prize, but we want to give the prize to someone who can give them.
Yeah, we have some young champions for peace, junior, Yasmin Kolok and Fiorina Berezovsky. If you could join us, the champion for peace junior.
Two young champions.
You're the future, lady.
Oui. Bravo, félicitations. Et cette photo va aller chez Ons, bien entendu, en Tunisie. This picture will go in Ons. This is for her. Bring by the young ones, by the young champions for peace, des plus jeunes champions de la paix. Bravo, félicitations, merci beaucoup.
Bravo. Alors, on vous garde, Yasmine et Fiorentine, on vous garde parce qu'on va présenter les champions de la paix junior.
Merci à Rai. On va le laisser redescendre. On garde Joël également pour accueillir les jeunes. Beaucoup de jeunes donc sont avec nous, des jeunes qui ont réussi déjà quelque chose dans leur carrière et on voulait les honorer comme champions de la paix. Donc,
on peut dire un petit mot sur Yasmine.
Bien sûr.
Professional driver.
Together with her sister.
Absolutely. Your sister can't be here, but you're here for her. You're twin, right?
They're twins, and they were from Dubai. Twin Aliyah is Aliyah. Her twin sister, professional driver. We have a young prodigy from skateboard from California, Juliana Agilardi, 12 years, 12 ans, bien. If you want to start skateboard, you just have to know how to walk.
He is amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
You
should go and watch his video. It's very amazing. Fiorina, you're still with us, and you're the youngest female player ever to participate in a chess Olympiad, which is the equivalent of the Olympic Games in chess. Very well done. And you live here in Monaco.
They're shy. They're very shy, so it's quite interesting. And let's welcome a swimmer from Monaco, is also young, Théo Druen. Il est où, Théo? Il est là. Il arrive. Viens nous rejoindre. On va faire
un représentant monégasque.
Ah, exactement, tout à fait. Bienvenue. Merci d'être là, Théo. Bravo. Et puis,
Alors,
à Monaco, il y a du football.
Mais oui, Mamadou Koulibaly aurait évidemment adoré être avec nous. Il ne peut pas être avec nous ce soir. Il me semble que l'équipe est partie dans le sud de l'Espagne se préparer pendant cette Coupe du Monde. Voilà pour les jeunes champions, les champions de la paix junior.
The Junior
Ce sont
Champions
eux,
for
l'avenir.
Peace. Joël, c'est une très belle première année, puisque c'est la première fois qu'ils sont honorés par Peace and Sport.
Absolument. On a, comme je le disais tout à l'heure, on a envie d'avoir un club de juniors parce qu'ils sont aussi très actifs par rapport à leurs aînés. Ils sont beaucoup plus actifs sur les réseaux sociaux. Donc ils ont la capacité d'influencer beaucoup
very
de
good
jeunes.
on social networks, so we need them, which is right. He's totally right. That's incredible. That's good. Thank you very much. Je vais vous demander de les applaudir très fort, les jeunes. Merci à vous. Enjoy it. Et je vais vous demander de redescendre.
Thank you, good luck. And Julian, we'll see you in Paris 2024.
Champions for... We still have... Yes, exactly. We still have champions for peace to welcome. Some are here with us, some not. They already achieved great things. Le premier, c'est Kevin Crovetto, gymnastique. Le voici. Sont des jeunes qui sont plus que prometteurs.
Accompli.
Exactement. Ils ont déjà remporté des titres. Félicitations, bienvenue, merci d'être avec nous.
Cheikh Cissé également, taekwondo est avec nous.
Le voici, Cheikh Cissé.
Champion olympique. Le premier pour la Côte d'Ivoire qui a été champion olympique avec une jeune femme, elle aussi, de la Côte d'Ivoire, championne olympique. Félicitations.
Médaillée encore
Bienvenue.
cet été. Voilà, c'est un vrai plaisir de l'avoir ici. Et puis, certains n'ont pu être avec nous. Lui, il a fait partie de l'équipe de France. Il est reparti, il vient de trouver un club de football. C'est Eliakim Mangala. On peut l'applaudir. On lui dira.
Justine Dupont, la surfeuse. Sans doute que les vagues n'étaient pas à sa hauteur, juste en bas. Donc, elle n'a pas pu être avec nous.
If you like big waves, in Nazaré,
impressive.
25 meters. She is riding these waves. Justine Dupont. So she's in
Amazing
Portugal.
lady.
In synchronized swimming, Svetlana Romashina. She couldn't be with us also.
From Russia.
And the last one is here.
Yeah, the last one is here. Han Xinjun. I don't know if my pronunciation in Chinese is good, but
Han Xijun
she's
from
here.
People's Republic of China.
An amazing alpinist.
She's a climber, she's an alpinist. She's been doing different things in the Himalaya also. So congratulations. Thank you very much for being here with us. Merci d'être avec nous.
Nos champions de la paix. Bravo.
On va conclure, Joël, un petit mot de conclusion parce que ces awards étaient particuliers, différents. C'était la première fois qu'on retrouvait du monde. We were being together again after these 2 years, hard years for sport.
Yes, it's much better to be all together than to see or to watch this only through internet. So we are very happy. We have a new champions. We have new champions in the youth club.
No, they will. They will for a picture anyway. So the young ones, come over, and after we'll have all the awards. But the young ones together with the older ones.
Just to continue, I think these awards are rewarding the best practices, and that's very important. I would like just to make a small point on what UCI did. They did not only take out some athletes from the country, but we know very well that if these athletes would have remained in the country because they did sport, they would have major problems today. They would not be seen as the normal citizens of the country. So congratulations for what you did. We are very proud to be part of the promotion and rewarding your action. Thank you.
Merci Joël. On va conclure. Je vais demander à tous ceux qui ont reçu un award, all the awardees, please, all the award winners, please join us from this year. Please join us for a picture together with the young ones. Great. And the young ones in front, like this, awards together. We have a picture, photographers are there. Some can be on top, maybe on top behind. Maybe if you can stand, yes, exactly, like this.
I love the way you organize that, Marc. You're just perfect.
I know, I try to have the best picture. And Rai, together with them, right here. There you are. Voilà. C'est la promotion 2022 des Awards Peace and Sport. Peace and Sport Awards for 2022. And you know, someone is missing on this picture.
Definitely.
Mr. President George Weah, please. Together with them. And the First Lady also. If you please. Thank you. In the middle. Yes, in the middle, in front of the young ones, right? Voilà, je vais vous demander de les applaudir très très fort. This is the last picture of the 2022 Peace and Sport Awards. Merci Anne-Laure.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you.
Bravo à tous, merci Joël, merci à son Altesse Sérénissime, merci à toutes et à tous. Passez une excellente cocktail dînatoire qui vous attend. There is a dining cocktail for you. Thanks to the technique. Merci à tous, passez une bonne soirée. And everyone, see you next year. Goodbye.